Hello, we've just moved into autumn here at Homegrown Veg in the United Kingdom, so it's time to plant the winter onions, and we're also going to be planting some garlic. These are the winter onions. I got these given. It's a variety called Senshyu. It's a Japanese winter onion. We're going to plant these in a raised bed. That's them. We're going to plant these in a raised bed. And what we don't plant in the raised bed, the spares, we plant those in a bucket. But that's for another day. Right, let me just pop these Japanese onions back in this bag and move them to one side. Now we have a good weather forecast ahead of us. We're talking sunshine, dry weather for a week. So yeah, great opportunity to do this job. We shouldn't miss it, should we? Right, let's see, what have we got here? Well, we haven't got gravy granules. We've got the garlic that's been sitting in my fridge for a number of weeks. This is the garlic I grew last year. This is the garlic you're more familiar with. And this is the garlic you're perhaps not as familiar with. How about that? Apparently this is called solo garlic. That just grew from normal cloves last year. And that was garlic that I'd had given. But it didn't split off, it didn't make cloves, it made these rounds. And it is garlic, and it is edible, and I have eaten some, but I've got one or two kept back, and we're going to plant these in a bucket. But that's again, that's not for this video. What's for this video is this garlic that's going in the raised bed. So, let's break some of it off and have a look at it, see what it looks like. And again, I had this garlic given, and I was given this garlic by a chap who told me he'd sent the wrong garlic. He'd ordered some garlic on the internet, but he didn't tell me what he'd ordered, and he didn't tell me what this was either. But I planted it and it grew, and as you can see, I got quite a bit of garlic out of it. So yeah, this is going in the raised bed. So this will grow through the remainder of autumn, winter, spring, into summer, and should be ready to harvest by the back end of next summer, beginning of autumn, and the onions will be doing the same. So they're on the same timeline. So we'll plant these together, we'll harvest them together, and you'll be in on that, provided you stick with the channel. You'll see this garlic harvested, you'll see those onions harvested later on in after they've grown through those. Yes, you will. Okay, are you ready to come down the raised bed with me? Plant these. Right, come on then, let's go. First, we'll add a splash of onion fertiliser. How much? Just enough. Now we'll incorporate it into the soil. And now we'll plant some onions. This is my planting board. 5 inches between rows, 4 inch between stations. Why 5 inches by 4 inches? Because it looks right. Yeah, it looks right. Just pop that in there. And these are winter onions, so we're not expecting them to be that big. And this is for the beginners among you. Pointy end up, blunt end down. Push it in until just the tip is visible above the soil. Like this. Well, this is not going to take long, is it? Yeah, Daisy Barkin. She's wanting to get involved. So I think we're going for 3 rows. Why are we going for 3 rows? Well, as you know, I've got these onions given, and I can only go with what I've got. And I think that'll probably give me 3 rows, and maybe a few spare that we'll plant in a bucket later. That's if we have any spare. And the only thing to do with these onions at this point in time is just make sure they don't push themselves out, because they sometimes do, and if they do, push them back in. Hey, yeah, push them back in. Now you keep an eye on this and make sure I don't miss any, and if I do, tell me in the comments. I'll come back and sort it out. Is that a deal? Well, I think we might have 1 or 2 left. Yeah. Okay. So we've got some spares, and we'll put 1 or 2 of those in a bucket as well. Right, let's plant some garlic. Okay, this is the garlic we got. I think we're only going with 2 rows of garlic because it'll be enough. We don't need a lot. Oh, incidentally, this, I'm going to push this in about 2 inches, like that. And again, it's blunt end down, pointy end up. Yeah, it is. Now I need to be careful here because these are disappearing and I don't want to put 2 in the same station. No, I don't. That was that last one there. It was, wasn't it? Right. Yeah, so we're pushing these guys in about 2 inch. And that should do us. And as I've said, 2 rows of garlic, providing it delivers, will be more than ample. More than ample for us here at Homegrown Veg. Last one. We have got a real good weather forecast ahead of us. Another dry week after a really wet weekend when it was torrential. How's that? We've got some spare garlic, not enough for another row, but this could quite easily find its way into a bucket. Okay. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I've enjoyed making it. We won't be harvesting these now for probably 8 to 9 months, so it's a long job. But we made a start. We'll see how it goes. If you want to see how these turn out, you've got to visit me again next year sometime. Probably August, September, October, somewhere like that. Hopefully we're harvesting winter onions, these Senshyu winter onions, and we're harvesting that garlic of unknown pedigree. Okay, so this is Homegrown Veg, signing out.